Hi guys, it is spring. It's almost May, the sun is out, and I don't think there's going to be any more cold snaps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deadhead my hydrangeas. Now, this hydrangea plant is one of my favourite plants in my entire garden, and I've been dying to get rid of these old dead heads, but it's so important you do not do it before a cold snap. So I'm going to show you how to deadhead your hydrangeas. Now, what we want to do is you want to go all the way down the stem to the nearest set, the first set of leaves below it, and snip. Now, if you want to leave the stems a little bit longer, you can do that. I'm going to do that on a few of mine because I know that once they bloom, I'm going to want to put them in a vase, and if they've got a bit of a longer stem, it's going to be easier. So some of them I'll cut closer to the dead head, but some of them I'll do really, properly and take all the way down to the first set of leaves. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to collect all of these dead petals and the dead wood, because I can put these in the bottom of my planter, which I'm planning to try and fill this weekend. And obviously I don't just want to use soil and compost, so this actually makes quite a good filler. And obviously eventually it will rot down. So I'm going to cut down all of these dead heads. Now, let's have a look. If you see, let me see if I can get closer, a stick like this that doesn't have anything on, you can actually cut it all the way back. Hydrangeas like a lot of airflow at their base. So if you can cut that away, you see a part with no leaves on, like this, just cut it away. I mean, you can see here there's plenty of leaves on here. There's plenty of leaves. So if you see anything like this, just cut it away, and it will help the air circulate around the base. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut all of these off. Some I'm going to take all the way down to the leaf. Some I'm going to leave a little bit longer. And what this really does as well is it helps the plant send its energy just up into the leaves and not all leave these dead parts. And again, I was very tempted to do this earlier, but you can really ruin your plant. If there's a sudden cold snap, a bit of frost gets into these freshly cut parts, it's really not going to be very good at all for your hydrangea. Also, I'm going to show you down on the floor here. I've got some petals from my magnolia tree. I'm going to sweep them up, and I'm also going to put them into the bottom of my planter. Now, I just want to show you down here, there's these woody bits, that don't have a lot of leaves on, like this. So we can actually cut this away. I think this is just going to break off, it's so dead. But yeah, like this, they're just, really dead bits that we can get rid of. And that too, like this stem, there's no plant on it, so if we cut that here, I'm doing this one-handed and holding my phone, but if we cut this here in a moment, we can just get rid of this and help the bottom of the hydrangea to air. And already you can see it just looks so much neater. And again, it's so tempting to try and do this early because of, the mess these look, but just don't, and then you'll have a lovely healthy hydrangea plant like this one here.